Just when you thought the royal drama had packed its bags for California, when it seemed like the sun had set on the House of Windsor's most rebellious couple, there's a new twist in the tale. The headlines had faded, the paparazzi had shifted their focus, and the world was ready to move on from the Sussex saga. But as with all things royal, nothing is ever truly over. The echoes of palace intrigue have a way of crossing oceans, and now the whispers are growing louder. Could Harry and Meghan be plotting a return to the very place they once fled? Guess who's eyeing a return ticket to Windsor? Yes, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, once the darlings of royal watchers and the bane of tabloid editors, are reportedly considering a trip back to the UK. But before we get swept up in speculation, let's rewind and remember how we got here. It wasn't so long ago that the idea of Harry and Meghan setting foot on British soil seemed as likely as snow in July. The bridges, we were told, had been burned. The wounds were too fresh, the betrayals too deep. Yet here we are, with rumours swirling of a homecoming that could shake the monarchy to its core. Not long ago, Harry stood on the BBC, voice trembling, declaring Britain an existential threat to his family. The world watched as he spoke with raw emotion, painting a picture of a man under siege, by the press, by the institution, by the very country of his birth. He described sleepless nights, relentless scrutiny, and a sense of danger that followed his every move. For Harry, the UK was not just home, it was a battlefield. The message was clear. Returning was not just difficult, it was unthinkable. The risks, he insisted, were simply too great for his wife and children. The courts were villains, the palace a fortress, and returning absolutely unthinkable. Legal battles raged over security arrangements, with Harry fighting for the right to pay for police protection out of his own pocket. The tabloids had a field day, dissecting every legal filing, every statement from the palace, every hint of discord. The narrative was set. Harry and Meghan were exiles, cast out by an unfeeling institution and a hostile press. The idea of a family reunion, let alone a public appearance on British soil, seemed like a fantasy. Fast forward to today, and suddenly the Invictus Games is the perfect excuse for a homecoming, with Archie and Lilibet set for their first pilgrimage to Diana's grave. The event, founded by Harry himself, is a symbol of resilience and hope, a cause that has always been close to his heart. But this time, the stakes are higher. The world will be watching as the Sussexes step back onto British soil, children in tow, ready to pay tribute to the memory of Princess Diana. It's a moment loaded with symbolism, a chance to rewrite the narrative and perhaps, just perhaps, heal old wounds. What changed? Did MI5 install a force field? Did the British security services suddenly discover a way to guarantee the safety of the world's most scrutinised family? Or is something else at play? The official line is that security concerns have been addressed, that the necessary precautions are in place. But for those who have followed the Sussex story, it's hard not to wonder if the real shift is less about physical safety and more about public perception. After all, in the world of royalty, image is everything. Or did Netflix deals dry up and Hollywood's red carpets roll back? The Sussexes' post-royal life has been a whirlwind of media deals, high-profile interviews and glamorous appearances. But the shine of Hollywood can fade quickly, and the appetite for royal revelations is not what it once was. With streaming giants tightening their belts and the entertainment industry facing new challenges, the Sussexes may be looking for a fresh storyline, one that brings them back to their roots and back into the global spotlight. Funny how security concerns seem to evaporate the moment relevance and bank balances hit zero. When the cameras stop flashing and the offers stop rolling in, the allure of the royal brand becomes impossible to ignore. For Harry and Meghan, the UK represents unfinished business, a stage on which they can reclaim their narrative, reconnect with their heritage, and perhaps restore some of the luster that has been lost in the glare of Hollywood. The timing is no coincidence. With public interest waning and financial pressures mounting, a return to the UK offers the perfect opportunity to remind the world of their unique place in the royal story. Now, family reconciliation is the hot new storyline, complete with advance press briefings and photo ops. The narrative has shifted from exile to redemption, from conflict to reconciliation. The Sussexes are no longer the outcasts. They are the prodigal family, returning home in search of forgiveness and understanding. The press, once their fiercest critics, are now eager for exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes access. The public, too, is watching with bated breath, wondering if this latest chapter will bring closure or simply more drama. The Sussex saga isn't about danger, it's about narrative. Britain isn't suddenly safer, it's just more useful. The real story is not about security protocols or legal battles, but about the power of storytelling. In the world of royalty, perception is reality, and the ability to control the narrative is the ultimate currency. For Harry and Meghan, the UK is not just a place of memories and pain. It is a stage on which they can shape their legacy, for better or worse. Tune in for Act 3, because in this soap opera the script is always up for rewriting. The players may change, the settings may shift, but the drama endures. As the Sussexes prepare for their next move, one thing is certain: the world will be watching, and the story is far from over. Will this be the moment that heals old wounds, or will it simply open new ones? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the royal drama is alive and well, and the next chapter promises to be the most compelling yet.